Recent research has shown that more than half of the world's billionaires have been identified as Christians. The study, conducted by the nonpartisan wealth research firm New World Wealth, found that out of the 13.1 million millionaires globally, 7.4 million, or 56.2%, identified themselves as Christians. The study also revealed that the richest countries are predominantly Christian. My name is Pastor Bennett of Grace in the Park Ministries, and in this video, we'll explore a list of the billionaires and entrepreneurs who are Christians from around the world. As you watch their short biographies, you will see how the scriptures came alive in their lives, yielding massive results for them. The richest Christians in the world. Number 1, John D. Rockefeller. John D. Rockefeller was the founder of the Standard Oil Company, which dominated the oil industry. He revolutionized the petroleum industry and set the standard for modern philanthropy. A devout Christian, Rockefeller taught Sunday school and supported many church-based projects throughout his life. He was quoted as saying,
"In the 93 years of my life, depressions have come and gone. Prosperity has always returned and will again."
And he did not apologize for it. He followed John Wesley's principle of,
"And now on this my birthday, I desire to reaffirm my belief in the fundamental principles upon which this country..."
From his very first paycheck, Rockefeller tithed 10% of his earnings to his church. As his wealth grew, his giving also increased, with most of his donations going towards educational and public health causes, as well as basic science and the arts. He became the world's richest man and the first American worth more than $1 billion. After accounting for inflation, he is often regarded as the richest person in modern history. Number 2, Mary Kay Ash. Mary Kay Ash retired in 1963 after being passed over for a promotion in favor of a man she had trained. She intended to write a book to help women in business, but the book soon turned into a business plan. In 1963, Mary Kay Ash began Mary Kay Cosmetics with a $5,000 investment. The founding principle of Mary Kay Cosmetics was known as the Golden Rule, upon which the company's marketing plan was developed to allow women to advance by helping others succeed. She advocated praising people to success, and her slogan, "God first, family second, career third," expressed her belief that the woman in her company should keep their lives in the right balance. Mary Kay was honored as the #1 leading female entrepreneur in American history. Number 3, Tyler Perry. Within a few years, Tyler Perry went from being homeless to selling out theaters.
If you don't remember anything else I said today, remember climb and maintain.
An outspoken Christian, Perry credits his success to God. In 2006, he established Tyler Perry Studios, which moved to its current location in 2008, a 200,000 square foot studio facility in Southwest Atlanta, USA. He once said,
"If it's turbulent and there's trouble, go higher. Don't sit there. The devil is breathing down your neck. He's right where..."
Number 4, Henry Heinz. Henry Heinz was a 19th century Christian businessman who founded the Heinz Company in 1869. Heinz based his business on Christian principles and proclaimed that his success was a direct result of his faith in God. He was committed to bringing out the best in people, and his company was credited for its fair treatment of workers and for pioneering safe and clean food preparation. Today, the Heinz Company is worth around $12 billion, with its most famous product being tomato ketchup. 650 million bottles of ketchup are sold every year. Number 5, Sam Walton. Sam Walton was an American businessman and entrepreneur best known for founding the Walmart retail stores. With a strong Christian background based on ethics and hard work, Walton excelled in school, college, and business. Early in his career, he worked as a management trainee for JCPenney. In 1988, Walton was included in Time's list of 100 most influential people of the 20th century, and Forbes ranked him as the richest man in the United States from 1982 to 1988. Interestingly, Bill Gates only topped the list for the first time in 1992, the year Walton died. Number 6, Cher Wang. Cher Wang is a Taiwanese entrepreneur who co-founded smartphone maker HTC Corporation and VIA Technologies. Her late father Wang Yongxing was one of the richest individuals in Taiwan. Wang, a devout Christian, was quoted as saying that the Bible is the best book about management practices. One of the most important things she learned from the Bible is that a person must have a vision. Otherwise, he or she would be destroyed. The vision for HTC Corporation came during her early career while Wang was working at First International Computer. As she dragged bulky, heavy computers to client offices, she knew there must be a better way of designing a computer that could fit in the palm of your hand. In 1997, she acted on that vision, and HTC Corporation was born. In May 2011, Forbes ranked her and her husband, Wen Xixin, as the richest people in Taiwan, 13 richest people with a combined net worth of $2.5 billion in 2013. Number 7, Folorunso Alakija. Folorunso Alakija started her professional career in the mid-70s as a secretary of a now-defunct International Merchant Bank of Nigeria, one of the country's earliest investment banks. In the early 80s, Alakija quit her job and went on to study fashion design in England, returning to Nigeria shortly afterward to start Supreme Stitches, a premium Nigerian fashion label that catered exclusively to upscale clientele. The business thrived, and Alakija quickly made a tidy fortune selling high-end Nigerian clothing to fashionable wives of military bigwigs and society figures. She is the founder of the Rose of Sharon Foundation, a Christian-based charity that gives out small grants to widows. In 2013, she replaced Oprah Winfrey to become the richest Black woman in the world, with a $1.88 billion net worth. Number 8, Truett Masiyiwa. Truett Masiyiwa is a Zimbabwe-born businessman who founded Econet Wireless. The South African-based Econet Wireless is now a global telecommunications group with operations, investments, and offices in more than 15 countries. A born-again Christian, Masiyiwa was quoted as saying that he reads his Bible for at least 4 hours a day. He tithes 10% of his annual income to his church. Together with his wife, he personally pays the school fees for over 20,000 Zimbabwean orphans. According to Forbes 2015, he has an estimated net worth of $600 million. Number 9, David Green. David Green is a 70-year-old billionaire and founder of Hobby Lobby, an arts and crafts chain with 520 superstores in 42 states. Green and his family own 100% of the company, and he ranks number 79 on the list of 400 richest Americans with an estimated net worth of $4.5 billion. He was quoted saying,
"I think you might be able to think of me that way. Of course, I think of myself more as just a merchant that God is."
Green keeps the total amount of his giving private, but Forbes has estimated his total lifetime giving at above $500 million, making him the largest individual financier of evangelical causes in America. Green sponsors the YouVersion Bible app for mobile phones, which has already been downloaded over 50 million times. He also plans to give 90% of his wealth to ministry work when he dies. Green is the owner of the largest private collection of biblical antiquities in the world and plans to open the Museum of the Bible within 3 years. He recalls the memory of his parents putting their last dime on the collection plate. His father was a poor preacher, yet despite their financial state, Green's mother stepped out in faith and regularly gave to the church. He attributes his blessings to his mother's giving and the fact that he continues to give. Number 10, Jin Suk and Duan Shang. Jin Suk and Duan Shang ranked number 79 on the list of the 400 richest Americans, in joint place with David Green. They are the founders of fashion retail outlet Forever 21. In 1981, they immigrated to America from Korea. Duan held 3 jobs to survive, doing janitorial work, pumping gas, and working in a coffee shop. They soon opened their first clothing store in 1984. Today, Forever 21 operates 480 stores with an estimated annual turnover of over $3 billion. Jin Suk and Duan Shang make a point of printing John 3:16 on the bottom of every Forever 21 shopping bag. Number 11, Truett Cathy. Truett Cathy is the 91-year-old founder of the food outlet Chick-fil-A, and ranks number 89 on the list of the 400 richest Americans. He opened his first Chick-fil-A outlet in Atlanta in 1967. 45 years later, the devout Baptist is the CEO of the second largest fried chicken chain in the country, with KFC being the largest. All Chick-fil-A stores are always closed on Sundays so that employees can attend church services. Number 12, Henry Parsons Crowell. Henry Parsons Crowell was an extraordinary Christian businessman and founder of the Quaker Oats Company. He brought oatmeal to the mainstream, revolutionized marketing and merchandising methods of his time, and advanced the gospel through the Henry Parsons and Susan Coleman Crowell Trust. The trust states that its purpose is to fund the teaching and active extension of the doctrines of evangelical Christianity. Henry had no high school diploma or business qualifications at a time when Quaker Oats Company was struggling. He brought his business problems to the Lord. An idea soon came to him to package the oats in individual cardboard containers. Up to that point, oats were presented for sale in an unhygienic manner in big barrels or boxes on the grocery floors. The idea was a success and demand soared. During the Depression of 1893, 15,000 other businesses went bankrupt, but Henry decided to make bold investments in advertising. He put billboards on trains and adverts in newspapers and magazines promoting Quaker Oats as the world's breakfast. He pioneered the use of celebrity endorsements and wrote the ads himself. At a time when others were failing, Henry's business was a huge success. Instead of the usual method of approaching stores and convincing them of why they should stock his products, he advertised straight to the consumer. The consumer would in turn request that their local stores stock the item. In doing so, Henry turned housewives across America into his salespeople. Many business people and corporate giants came to Christ as a result of their association with Henry and his wife. The more money Henry gave to Christian causes, the more he prospered. He became hugely wealthy in various other businesses and believed that all things were stewardship from God. Towards the end of his life, Henry had given away 70% of his wealth. He went to be with the Lord at the age of 82 while riding the commuter train back to his house with a Bible in his hand. A book was written about Henry titled The Serial Tycoon by Joe Muser. Subscribe to our channel for more insights and teachings on integrating faith with entrepreneurship. God bless you.